Hello, this is April 9th, the Fixvirus show, reconstituted, redone, reimagined. Um, so, by the way, I like to say so a lot. So, there you go, I said it 3 times. Anyway, um, what are the real reasons people do not pay attention to security? That is probably the number one question in my mind constantly, consistently, and constantly. That is what I have been thinking about. So, obviously the dollar is probably the number one reason. With the power of the dollar is stronger. And by that I mean, you're thinking, why should I spend money if I'm not going to get attacked? Now, I believe that's a false belief because of what I understand, but if you don't have that understanding, then I can understand, then you can see that you think that it's not going to affect you, even though it will, in one way, shape or another. So you should be preparing for a cyber attack because it's going to happen. It's not will it happen or will it not. It's going to happen. How should I prepare? So anyway, I guess people are not asking the right questions. Why do some people protect their devices and others are not as focused? Are the ones that are not as focused, are they thinking that they can outsmart the hackers? Thinking they're not gonna be affected? They're not important enough to be affected? Well, this is why I created this image here with the iceberg, where you can see that your perception of threats is up here, but the actual threats are much larger because you're just not seeing them. Attacks are happening 24 hours a day, and that's just a fact of life. So let's move on to a few news
Και εις τους
items here.
αιώνας
See if
των
I can get that set up right. There it is.
αιώνων.
Okay. So that's my web page. I had the same image on the web page, so it's kind of tricky, I guess. So I have just playing around with some things. I said the show is reconstituted. I'm trying to figure it out. I have not been doing it because of a variety of reasons. So what has been happening this week? Well, we are still digesting what's going on with this Microsoft Exchange server hack, which apparently the current thinking is that it's a Chinese uh, threat actor that has basically done some reconnaissance for a while, and then they went and did all their work, which they basically found a vulnerability in Exchange server, figured out how to hack it, and then they actually did everything. So they've been planning this for a while. And I think it's not a coincidence that a whole bunch of other things are going to be happening now. So Krebs, this was earlier in the week, or maybe even last week. No, it was early in the week. Anyway, so the ransom gangs are now also threatening people with extortion. So how does that work? Well, so maybe they were able to put some ransomware on your machines, or they stole some data from you. So now they found out who your customers are, your partners, buyers, etc., people, employees. The stuff that they stole, some of it has information in there. So they took that information and they sent it this kind of our extortion letter to the people that are in that information. So they're saying, hey, you guys better pay us up. So you understand, okay, that criminal hackers want to get paid. Okay, so what? This is kind of a new little threat that I recommend that you learn about, and hopefully you don't have to deal with it. There's a lot there, so I don't really want to get into some of the details, etc. I just want to go back to the fact that you think that you're not going to be attacked. You're strong enough. Your availability. You have IT people that are smart enough. They can handle all these issues. So interestingly enough, I'm reading this book by Christian Espinoza, the smartest person in the room. He was a IT person. He had his own company, etc. So let me go back to my image here. And again, the IT person thinks they can handle everything. And they are very good. But what if they can't? Are they capable of asking for help? So Christian Espinoza is saying that when he hires people, he looks for people skills, not technical skill. Because if you're the smartest person in the room, you don't need any help, except when you do. So anyway, that's how people get into trouble, and I wanted to bring up some of these things. I'm still going through the Christian's book, and it is very good. It has a lot of self-help and a lot of different aspects of the IT industry in it, in the some of the larger shops. Now my book, I created a book that is mostly for small businesses. So if you have less than 10 machines, you have a certain profile, you need to do certain things to keep yourself safe. So that's why I created that book, because I mean we're still finalizing the layout of the paper copy. So I do have the electronic book version out. You can buy it at the publisher. I'll provide a link. It's on my website, fixvirus.com, fixvirus.com. And I think by mid-May, hopefully for sure, we'll have the book at Amazon and everywhere else. So I just want to, again, you need to prepare for the criminal hackers. They're coming for you, whether you think they are or they're not. We're being probed 24 hours a day. It's happening. So don't give the criminal hackers anything to latch onto. So I'm going to try to keep this at around 10 minutes. So we're moving to that mark right now. There's always new hacks coming up, new vulnerabilities. Cybersecurity is a constantly changing, evolving aspect because we're always learning how to hack as well as how to defend, but the attacker has the advantage. Let's face it. So that's I appreciate any comments that you can give me, liking it, um, like and subscribe to my channel, as I will try to do more of these videos. I'm going to try to get better at this, but that's my challenge. Let me know what you think. Let's see if I can find the end state here.
Teis τους αιώνας των
Comes in automatically, and it's only a
αιώνων.
few seconds. Maybe I'll get better at this, but okay. Thank you very much. Till next time.